Welcome to CPSC DS 106 Summer Session 1 and 2. Everybody should know in this class that we at the university have what's called the Digital Knowledge Center that provides peer tutoring to all university students on digital projects and assignments, and they could be of great use to you during this class. You can schedule a 50-minute one-on-one tutorial with any trained peer tutor on any DS1 related project. And I have a link on every week at the top. It's currently closed right now, but once they do open, the first week it will be closed on Monday. Then Tuesday through Thursday, they'll be open from 10 to 5 p.m. And then for the rest of the summer session, it'll be 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And Tuesday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can go to the link here and it will bring you up to an appointment page. The appointment page is not up at this current time. One per week, I make a video, and I put the video up typically Sunday or Monday morning. And then you have a week to complete everything. Everything is due the following Sunday by midnight. However, I do not suggest that you wait to that time. First of all, some of the assignments have to be done on a particular day. Also, it is a lot of work if you try to do what I call a Sunday night special, is that you try to cram everything into that Sunday only. It's not going to work out very well for you. You should have received an email from me, a fair warning about this course, that it is a lot of work. You're going to be using a lot of media and a lot of different accounts. You should have read this, you should have gotten this, and that you are prepared to do this. You are going to be setting up a website. It could be, I mean, mine is completely my website, but you're going to be doing a website for your digital presence, and you're going to be having things on your website that are going to be unique to you. I put my Twitter feed over here. This is DS 106, however, it has links to my homepage, which shows you some stuff about me, the courses I teach, my blog, some information about myself. Each week, my post will be on this page. You will see the posts that you need to refer to, and you'll also see over here Summer Week 1, Summer Week 2. Those are going to lead you what needs to be done for that week. So what I want to talk about is week 1. Realize that you are doing 15 weeks in 5 weeks. So not only are you going to be setting up your website this week, you are also going to be doing an assignment this week. We have the syllabus. It's pretty in-depth. It tells you what digital storytelling is all about. It tells you who I am, the location of the course, the internet, the summer office hours. I did tell you that there will be, for summer session 1, I already have plans office hours on campus. The objectives talks about the repository. This is the assignment bank that I just showed you. The grading scale, the grading breakdown of what I'm looking at. Participation, yes, you have to participate with the other people. That means you have to comment on their blogs. You have to discuss things with them. So it's not you're only in your own little bubble and then you never have to do anything with anybody else. You actually have to communicate with other people online. The daily create, which is going to start this week, and I will describe that in a little while. The assignments, those are from the assignment bank. Some weeks I tell you one assignment that you have to do, and then you have to pick the other assignments. Some weeks I tell you no assignments that you do, and you just have to pick them based on how many assignments and star values, and this will be explained in more detail. Your final challenge is a story challenge, which we'll talk about in weeks 4 and 5, because that's where it ends. Attendance, well, it's online. That doesn't mean that I'm not looking for you to attend. I do look at Twitter. I look at your commenting on other people's blogs, your blog, your sharing, your videos, your website. So your interaction amongst the community, the 15 of us, there's about 15 of us, that is very important to hear. You need to use Twitter. When you contact me, use jenpollock@gmail.com. If it's something that you're asking me that everybody else needs to know about it, tweet it to me, and it should be hashtag DS106. So that's the overall course. You have to set up your own domain. How do you do that? Some of you might already have it. Well, there is a whole boot camp of how to do this. We have our own hosting, so it is critical that you do it through ours, because this way the technology is all set up. We also have the feeding all set up, and I can go to our technology people if there's a problem and they can get into your account. If you use your own WordPress or you use a different website, then I don't have somebody to have a backdoor into your websites. So it's really important when that you set this up that you do it through domain of one's own. That's going to direct you to this page here. You are going to have to create your own website and your domain. Once you get your website, then you have to install WordPress on it. WordPress is a way to blog and a way to share your content with everybody else. In step 3, that there is a tutorial for you of how to actually install WordPress. We've already set this all up for you. After you create your domain and you install WordPress, you have to register your blog with the main ds106.us site. There is a link in step 4. This says here, what you have to do is put your first name, your last name. You have to put your Twitter account, your email address, and then you have to pick the UMW CPSC 106, Professor Pollock's Summer 2016. And then you have to say, yes, if your blog is devoted to DS106. No, I'm using the blog where I write about other topics. I'm not quite sure. Please figure this out for me. So if you already had a blog that was used for something else, that if you are going to use part of the blog for DS106 and part for the other thing, then you want to separate it out. So you would pick this. If you're not sure if your blog is just for DS106 and something else, then you're going to say, I'm not quite sure. And the people in the background will take time to try to figure it out. If you are using the DS106 blog only, then you put your URL inside of here. If you are using your website for multiple, then what you want to do is find the RSS feed for your DS106 subdomain of your site and put that inside of here. If you have any questions or comment, put it in here. And then you're going to say connect my blog to DS106. Now, once everybody is connected, this is our page. So you notice on the right-hand side it says UMW Summer 16 Pollock, and it says Welcome to Jennifer Pollock Summer 2016 Digital Storytelling Course at UMW. You could go to the main ds106.us page and still get here by going to the drop-down where it says Current DS106. You can say UMW Summer 16. Select it. It will bring it to the same page. Once people start registering here, this will list all the student blogs that are in this class. So when I tell you you have to comment on other student blogs, this is how you find out the other students in the class. Also inside of here, what you'll see is this will be feeds. There will be blog posts from each individual student running, and there will be multiple pages of this because there's about only 20 blogs posts on each page. So once there's 20 blog posts on one page, it will go to a second page. So you can start to see your blog posts in here. And one of the first blog posts that you will see in here is your multimodal blog post, which you have to do for week 1. You should give it some time before you see your name here. If you're just doing a DS106 blog, within probably an hour, it should load the RSS feed inside of here. If you knew the RSS feed and you're using your website for multiple things, still that should be an hour. However, if you put I don't know, that's definitely going to take longer. That should be within 24 hours, your name should appear in this area. If you don't see your name appear in this box after 24 hours, you need to write me an email and ask me give me your URL, what your name is, and your UMW email address, and so this way I can address it. If you email me late Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I can't do anything with that because there's nobody at the tech department that can help me out. I do not have access to the back end of ds106.us. Also have to set up all your social media. This is my Flickr over here. You notice I do have a Flickr account. Not Flickr, sorry. This is my Twitter account. So here, if I come over here, you'll see that my Twitter account is, you can imagine this. So this is my Twitter account. My pictures down here are loading from my Flickr account, which is another account you are going to have to set up. Is Flickr. It's for photo sharing. So here's my Flickr account. You are also going to have SoundCloud. SoundCloud is going to be used once we go to the audio. So that's another area that you're going to have to log into. In addition, you're going to have to Google and or YouTube or Vimeo. Some of you might have been kicked off of YouTube for putting up illegal content. So there's also Vimeo. You need some place to be able to post your videos. So Google, YouTube, Vimeo, those are all your, well, actually YouTube and Vimeo are your two alternatives for hosting your videos. And last, which I showed you first, was Twitter. So you need to create all those different accounts, and then you actually need to say hello on all those different accounts to the entire class. Make some multimodal introductions. And then what you do is you actually have to create a blog post about that you're actually creating a blog post that says hello in all the different things. So you would embed some Flickr images, you would embed maybe a video, you would embed a Twitter message, maybe something from SoundCloud. So you want to create a blog post that says hello to the entire class and the DS-106 community, and that also blast out a hello on all the different media that you just created. And you want to talk about, what were the positives about creating these things? What were the negatives about them? What were your problems creating with them? Because not everybody has the easiest time creating those. So part one is just setting everything up. That's just part one. And it does take some time. So if you could start early, that would be great. And this way, we need to see that the feed is coming in off the main site. If you wait until Friday, Saturday, well, nobody's at the IT office, so I can't call anybody up and say, hey, can you check these accounts? You should be setting up the sites Monday and Tuesday, and then so this way, if there's problems Wednesday and Thursday, I can be working on that with the IT people to see why your accounts are not feeding into that main site, DS-106.